Hey gang, let's get into it. I just wrapped up a Bitcoin video, so if you haven't seen that, a full technical analysis breakdown on what I'm looking at for this week, be sure to watch it. This one is closely related, MicroStrategy. I have been bullish MicroStrategy. I have been bearish. I made a lot of money on the run up from, this breakout here. Initially bought in the low 200s. I rode it all the way up, did not sell like a sucker, let it come all the way back, held through this. And finally, I sold it up here at around the 405, 410 mark. So learned a lesson. I'm not a big believer in holding on till we get to Valhalla or anything like that. I'm trying to take profits. I'm trying to cycle money. The velocity of money is very important to me, and trying to build my account as much as possible. So right now, I'm actually very short MicroStrategy via MSTZ, which is the 2x inverse short ETF MicroStrategy. So what does that mean? It means if MicroStrategy goes up 10%, MSTZ goes down 20%, and vice versa. So luckily, MicroStrategy has been going down, and I've been doing quite well on MSTZ. I think I'm up about 88K there. 425 or so was my entry, and we're at 520. So back to MicroStrategy though, this is what I'm looking at. We've been stalling out. There's no doubt about it. We were stalling out for a solid week, and a healthy kind of correction seemed due. Getting back to this 340 mark, or even below it, to the 200-day moving average, is not out of the question. That comes in at 285 right now, obviously moving higher, slowly but surely. But if we bump this out to the weekly, we can see very clearly this kind of cluster of price memory at near all-time highs, where we had weekly opens and closes in the low 400s to 450 area. It's an obvious place of resistance, just like we saw back here in 2024. Same type of thing, kind of rejected here, and we didn't kind of get through for months and months and months later, right? So would I be surprised to see us trip down here into another area of potential support? Let's call it, all of this kind of congestion. Where does that fall on the daily? Kind of right where we were talking, right? Not 340, where a lot of people are going to be expecting us to come down to. Be careful with consensus and mainstream expectations, right? But kind of in this 290 to 300, 310 range, right where that 200-day moving average is. Wouldn't be shocked. Wouldn't be shocked to see that happen. Can I hold MSTZ that far, that long? I don't know. It's always hard when you have a large position, but it's definitely on my radar, and that would coincide well with the 50-week moving average. So it's kind of what I'm looking at right now, and I'm curious to see where a Fib retracement kind of falls. That puts us pretty deep, not terrible. I always get nervous if something falls below the 61.8% Fib retracement. Kind of gets dicey whether that's an actual retracement or a reversal at that point. But the 61.8 falls, it's hard to see on the chart, but like 296, 297. So right in that pocket, obviously, right where the 200-day would probably be coming into play. I think anything below that, and we're probably in trouble. If we revisit these lows to 240, I don't think they'll hold. So I think we would have to hold this kind of this zone if we're to remain bullish. And I'm open-minded to the fact that it might not hold. I'm open-minded to everything. I'm open-minded to the fact that we might bounce at 340 or not even get down to 340. But my base case right now is lower. So I'm thinking about where price might stop. And if we're zooming down into, lower time frame stuff, it just doesn't look pretty. The 15-minute moving averages have sloped down, have taken a turn here, and will probably provide some kind of resistance on bounces. The hourly moving averages, we're now kind of consolidating below the 100 or the 200-hour moving average, with the 50 and the 100 starting to curl lower. There's nothing bullish about this chart right now. And there's a lot of hype. MicroStrategy followers are very cultish. They're committed to Michael Saylor. Get it. It's made a lot of people a lot of money. It's exciting, it's interesting, and it's nice to feel like you have some identity or community when you're invested in something. That's not for me. I'm looking to trade in and out when it makes sense. So overall, I remain bearish on MicroStrategy. Does that mean I won't be long at some point in the future? No. I mean, if things got down here and settled down and Bitcoin was looking stronger, I think it's a great volatility play, and I'd love to be long again because when it's going up strong. But it's not doing that right now. So be careful, be smart, make sure you have a plan, and stick to it. See you soon.